Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and or good night. This is Genshin Impact English lesson number 42. We're continuing Liyue, Act 2, Part 6. And yep, we're going to the Guizhong Ballista after meeting at the Boo Boo Pharmacy. And we're going to one of the, I guess, hardest places to get in the game. So you're just gonna have to glide with me, because the Guizhong Ballista has some other cool stuff around it that you should check out. Bear with me. And yeah, we glide, whatever. You just don't want to climb up sometimes, because climbing up is just wastes time sometimes. So stay high as you can, like in the middle over here. And yes, I'm lacking stamina. I'm playing as Xingqiu, so don't fail me, buddy. Yep, and then when you get over here, there's some good treasure if you go out that window, but first, we're gonna go there anyway. We're just gonna start the English lesson right at this ballista, because we require going to that room.
It's huge! Paimon can totally believe it took an Adeptus to build this. But how do you operate this thing? Just think how much strength you would need.
It is currently inoperable in any case. This device is broken.
Aw, what? It broke?
After millennia of wear and tear, even Adepti contraptions are difficult to maintain.
Contraption, noun, invention of structure. Used in unlimited ways, such as a data center is a contraption.
So what are we gonna do? Quick, Mr. Zhongli, use your unlimited high society knowledge powers!
As if that's a superpower.
You almost make it sound like I'm some sort of bourgeois parasite whose only utility lies in providing quaint pieces of trivia on demand.
Bourgeois, adjective. So, bourgeois means middle class, financially speaking. You usually say someone is bourgeois when you're trying to say that they're middle class and have perceived materialistic or conventional attitudes or values. Looser translation, you almost make it sound like I'm some sort of materialistic parasite whose only use lies in providing small pieces of trivia or knowledge on demand.
That said, let me think for a moment. Ah, yes. Spare parts were made for the Guizhong Ballista when it was first built, in case it was damaged in battle. As I recall, there is a military supply post from that period somewhere inside the pass. If we can retrieve the spare parts from where they are stored, we may be able to repair the Guizhong Ballista. One just needs to understand the basic working principles of the device.
So, what you're saying is that you actually understand the working principles?
I have a smattering of knowledge on the topic.
We went over that before. A small exposure to this
With the
topic.
parts in hand, I could at least tinker with it.
Okay, and now we're at the part where we go into that room.
supply?
Yay, I got a superhero landing there. And then you want to pair a Geo character or Geo Traveler. That works
I will
too.
protect you.
I'm going to use Noelle. Climb up this window over here and drop down. And then, oh yeah, tons of crates you could... Wait, you can't
Leave
beat
it
these
all
crates,
to
I
me.
think.
A little
Yeah, you want to
dusty.
smash these
Just give it a
treasure
spring
and you
cleaning.
get treasure. So don't forget about that. And then when you're ready, you want to take the materials and then stand on this circular emblem close to you. And that is our ticket on the way out. Though you could go out from the other side. And then, yep, there's a relic here. You can check that out. I usually want to skip some context like this, but there's just a few good words here to cover. Let's see here. Most of this first part is fine. There is one idiom here meaning come to fruition, meaning to be successful, and or to bear fruit, materialize, or come to completion. Example sentence, his plans on becoming an engineer came to fruition. And then there's this on the second part, and allow me to read just for a little second. This second part over here, when it says lacquer, noun, is a liquid made of shellac dissolved in alcohol like a synthetic or substances to try to dry hard protective coating for wood or metal pieces. Because this is a Guizhong ballista, it has to withstand its structure. Some archaeological relics and or other stuff have to use this lacquer material before they give that relic and or other thing that needs it to be actually showcased at the museum. That way it doesn't get destroyed in the process. Such as, you know, a spear that you would see in like the ancient civilization section in a museum. Short example, the National Museum of Asian Art in the Smithsonian uses a hollow core lacquer on their century Chinese Buddha sculpture.
I'm on the case.
Lacquer, a very rare word you would see in English text. Definitely worth it.
Ah, these parts look useful. One moment. I will try to repair the device. It is done. The Guizhong ballista is more intricately designed than I thought.
Intricately, adverb, in a very complicated or detailed manner, means the same thing if something is intricate, adjective. This example here is exactly how we would use intricately as an adverb. We're making a compliment by looking at something. Oh, that looks intricately designed. In the use of the adjective, oh, that big structure looks very intricate. I'm going to try my best to do adverbs and adjectives almost at the same time because you are intermediate speakers. In your English tests, there will be a comparative and superlative test. Eventually you're going to head into that and you're not going to be intermediate for so long, so I expect you to graduate eventually. As a reminder, this channel is not supposed to help you with tests, but to get you prepared for the real deal of speaking English. So in this example, let me get you to a shadowing perspective. As if the test is in conversation though. Like, it's not, oh, he drove safe. We usually say, drive safely. And in that remark, he drove safely. Let me give you a little more nuance and situation here, such as Emma says to you, oh, sometimes Greg is a terrible driver. After that concert, did he drive safe? Yeah, he drove safely. It was all good. He was sober. There's many nuances when adverbs and adjectives are more conversational than the other. In-game, in this context, it is intricately, and it is correct.
Ooh! Now how do we turn it on?
It's easy enough. We simply need to do this. Look, it even has a scope.
Over here we have nothing. And over there, more nothing.
Hey! Just what do you think you're doing?
Oh my god, you're gonna love this part, you're gonna love this part, you're gonna love this part.
So you fixed up this turret because you're planning to do what, exactly?
Not a turret. A Guizhong ballista. Also, kindly state your name before you ask a question. It's just good manners.
Ha! Are you blind or something? You're looking at the leader of the treasure hoarders, old man. This area's supposed to be chock full of hidden treasures, but you can't get anywhere near them with this thing keeping watch. It might look like any other mechanical device, but trust me, it's got a mind of its own.
Chock-full, a handful.
Last time we approached the mountain, it nearly skewered one of our guys. A few of us risked our lives to disarm it, which amazingly we managed. And then we turn our backs for 2 seconds, and you've already gone and repaired it!
Oh my god, so memorable.
Next thing you'll be repairing is your faces! And that's if you get out of this alive!
Tut tut. Vandalizing the legacy of an adeptus for selfish gain. Disgraceful behavior.
Just awesome bantering. I love awesome bantering.
And then we turn our backs for 2 seconds, and you've already gone and repaired it!
Tut tut.
So when Zhongli says tut tut, tut is an exclamation and it's used to express disapproval or annoyance just because a treasure hoarder is being a jerk, even though the jerk is actually pretty smart in this situation, to be honest, and relatable. Fun fact, even I learned something here. Tut 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 derives from Hindi, not English, and it still is used for interjection and for exclamation. It's slang, and you would say this if someone was being very impotent, like in this situation here. A very interesting slang word to kind of cover, just because of its history. The modern use for American and British English would be t. T. He doesn't know what he's talking about. T. Oh, she's so selfish.
It is not we who need reprimanding, but you.
And we're going to give them a reprimanding. Reprimand, noun, a rebuke, especially an official one. Though this action sequence proves that we are not making an official one. We're gangsters here. It's really more of a formal way of saying punishment. Here's your punishment. In those cases, a company tries to give a whistleblower a reprimand because they got so upset with the whistleblower. Another popular case could be a court order, either defendant or plaintiff, and others, including the lawyers. And yeah, there's not really battle tips I'd recommend from this rooftop fight, but the worst case is that if they still have full HP and they're on the ground, still with HP, then we hadn't done our job. So try to make them stay up here. Yeah, just like that guy right down below. I thought I got him, but really? I gotta go back down? That's embarrassing. Yay, die. Okay, that looks very funny. Alright, we can skip this part. And right after there, you wanna... Wait. Defeat the treasure hoarders? I got all of them. Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me, game. Don't tell me Genshin. Come on, don't, really? Oh, no. Tut tut, I should have known. Good God. Thank God that was finished.
Huh. These lowlifes didn't know who they were messing with.
Lowlifes, noun, slang too for thugs, or degenerate or untrustworthy people. In real life conversational context, we say low-life criminals, such as in a sentence, this guy was such a low-life officer, I don't think it's worth going into it. He just took my wallet and went that way.
Troubling ourselves over this rabble is not worth the time. We should focus on our contract with Chi-Chi.
Another rare word, rabble, noun, describing a disorderly crowd or mob. Like in this example, we defeated a rabble of lowlife treasure hoarders. How do we use this in real life? Like if you're reading the newspaper, the protesters turned it into an angry rabble.
Oh, yeah, that! So we've got the Guizhong ballista working, but where's our Coca goat?
A search using the Guizhong ballista revealed no significant life forms nearby, save for the usual wildlife. What's more, a contraption built using Adeptus technology should have no trouble detecting an Adeptabeast, as Chi-Chi put it.
Which means... Paimon wouldn't go that far. We did something positive, right?
I think so. Yeah, we did, right?
We won't solve anything while standing here and racking our brains.
Racking our brains as if we're thinking too much, overanalyzing, not doing anything about it. Semi-popular phrase, a similar phrase to, we can't stand here all day and do nothing.
Let's return to Boo Boo Pharmacy, explain that we could not find a Coco Goat, and review our next step.
Good idea. We did our best, and that's what counts.
We did do our best, Paimon. And that's our English lesson for today. I'll see you on the next one, and thanks for watching. We'll continue to Liyue, Act 2, Part 7, English Lesson 43. Bye. Au revoir. 再见.
Yawning without covering your mouth. Uncouth.